This is a special place. Overlooked by the gods, the North Indian city of Haridwar is located at the point where the river Ganges emerges from the Himalaya. People come here to offer prayers to the Ganges and to perform ritualistic bathing on the banks of the river to wash away their sins. Others come here to perform the last rites of a loved one.
हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे जय गंगा मैया की जय गंगा मैया की जय गंगा मैया की जय गंगा मैया की पानी बहे मेरे सजना तेरी जिंदगानी रहे जिंदगानी रहे.
People from all across the world come to seek the river's blessings and offer their prayers, like Deen Dayal, a Colombian national who is a devotee of the Ganges.
Namaste, namaskar. मेरा नाम दीन दयाल. My name is Deen Dayal. Mi nombre es Diego Rivera, Deen Dayal. I'm going to Ganga instead, the holy place, holy river. The holy river is the life, the world. The holy river is the life, all people, all people. This inside. Yeah? This experience not looking my eyes, only looking my heart. It's very important, looking my heart, not my eyes.
The 2,525-mile transboundary river of Asia starts from the western Himalayas through India and Bangladesh and finally flows into the Bay of Bengal. It feeds millions of people who depend on it for their livelihood, but the river itself is now dependent on many factors for its survival. Rampant neglect has turned parts of the river into an unholy mess. Ganges is so polluted by untreated sewage, industrial waste and pesticides that parts of the river and its tributaries are filthy, disease-bearing and toxic. Besides the challenges of deforestation, illegal mining and unbridled construction, the river is also under threat from global warming.
If things go on as they are, we shall very soon have a dead river. As things stand right now, we do not have any lean season flow to speak of. And when I talk about lean season flow, I'm talking of 8 months out of 12. In very long stretches, say almost all the way from Haridwar to Allahabad, where the Yamuna meets the Ganga, till that the flow is almost non-existent.
In 2013, a tributary of Ganges tore through the upper-lying areas of Uttarkashi, triggering one of the worst natural disasters in India. The devastating floods and landslides triggered by cloudburst claimed over 5,000 lives and displaced millions. The disaster should have jolted the government into making serious efforts to tackle climate change, says Pandit Jitendra Shastri, who performs the last rites of departed souls near a bank of the Ganges. He says the government has been indifferent towards the troubles faced by the river and is still not serious about the threat of climate change.
जलवायु परिवर्तन की वजह से ग्लेशियर पिघल रहे हैं, अपना अस्तित्व खोते जा रहे हैं. उस अस्तित्व खोने के बाद हम भी एक बहुत बड़े संकट के अंदर आ गए हैं, क्योंकि समय पर बारिश नहीं होगी, समय पे जो है गर्मी नहीं होगी, समय पर जो है जाड़ा नहीं पड़ेगा, फसलों का अधिक नुकसान होगा. पहाड़ के अंदर जो जड़ी बूटियाँ जो केवल बर्फ के अंदर पैदा होती थी वो नगण्य हो जाएंगी, शून्य हो जाएंगी. जो हमारी जीवन रक्षक औषधि है जो पहाड़ के अंदर ही केवल उपलब्ध होती थी वो हमको प्राय मिलनी बंद हो जाएंगी. और उसके लिए भी बाहर के विदेशों के ऊपर हमको आश्रित होना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वो बर्फ़ पिघल जाएगा, ग्लेशियर पिघल जाएंगे, कंक्रीट का वहाँ भी कंक्रीट के जंगल बन जाएंगे कुछ दिनों के अंदर, क्योंकि प्रशासन मौन है, शासन मौन है, कुंभकर्णी नींद सोया पड़ा है, कुछ भी सोचने के लिए समझने के लिए तैयार नहीं है प्रशासन.
India has spent hundreds of millions of dollars since the 1980s to clean up the Ganges, but there is no cohesive program to tackle climate change. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi won the election in 2014 on a platform that included cleaning the Ganges. But the government seems to be missing out on a climate change strategy which would help sustain and secure the river's future.
माँ गंगा जो चीख चीख कर कह रही है, कोई तो मेरा बेटा आए, कोई तो मेरा लाल आए, जो मुझे इन गंदगी से बाहर निकाले.
The immediate effect of glacier recession is a short-lived surplus of water, but experts predict the Ganges eventually will become a seasonal river, largely dependent on monsoon rains.
The Banaras Hindu University researchers who have been looking at the health of the Ganges in Varanasi for many years, they now have a very interesting thing to say. They say that pollution in the Ganges is a last millennium issue. The issue in the Ganges right now is that there is no water in the river. There is a very interesting thing you will find if you actually go to Varanasi, take a boatman and drive out to the middle of the river, row out to the middle of the river and ask the boatman to stop rowing. Do you know what will happen? Your boat will stop moving. You're talking about a river is supposed to flow. There is no flow in the Ganges, in Varanasi. There is no flow in the Ganges for many large, long stretches of India's longest river. So yes, the effects of climate, the effects of pollution, the effects of diversion of water due to for irrigation projects and hydroelectricity projects, the combined effects of all this has been that the river is now as ill as it can be without actually being called dead.
Scientists from the Indian Institute of Science in India's IT hub of Bangalore have studied how changing climate and land use patterns will affect the flow of the Ganges, directly impacting a major part of North India. The study predicted on future climate conditions indicated changes in rainfall patterns and a rise in minimum and maximum temperatures. What do these indicators hold for the future of the Ganges?
The amount of water that we get from the Ganges right now, and it's used for several purposes. There are more than 500 million people drawing the water out of the Ganges for various purposes, whether it's for agriculture, whether it's for drinking, whether it's for domestic use, etc. 70 years hence, you would not have the same amount of water to be able to feed those many people in the catchment. The other cause of concern of the impact on the Ganges is that, today we are talking about 500 million people, but 70 years from now, even the demographics is going to change in the region, right? So, and the population is increasing. So there are more number of people, the demands are going to increase, but the supply is going to reduce from the river.
The river's flow is extremely lean now, and depending on climate conditions, the next few decades may just prove costly for those dependent on the river. There is definitely a broad consensus that Ganges might face a bleak future if we cannot take decisive actions here and now.